years-long wait is finally over. After months of negotiations and anticipation, the U.S.-Iran prisoner swap is finally happening.
Today, 5 Iranian citizens will be released from U.S. prisons. In return, 5 citizens who are imprisoned in the Islamic Republic will be delivered to the American side as per their request.
The 5 dual nationals, some imprisoned on espionage charges since 2015, boarded on Monday afternoon a Qatari jet in Tehran on their flight for freedom to Doha. 2 relatives of the detainees were also on board, along with a Qatari ambassador in Tehran. Meanwhile, Iranian media reported that 2 of the Iranians imprisoned in the U.S. have already arrived in Doha. The Qatari broker deal was put in motion after the Biden administration unfroze nearly $6 billion in Iranian oil revenue.
Yesterday, we received a letter from Qatari officials stating that the accounts of 6 Iranian banks have been activated. Today, the equivalent of 5.5 billion euros was deposited to the accounts of 6 Iranian banks.
In Doha, the U.S. hostages were greeted by an American delegation before being flown back to the U.S. Amid concerns and criticism that Iran could use the unfrozen funds for non-humanitarian purposes, a U.S. official clarified that Iran is still an adversary that sponsors terrorism and will continue to be held accountable.
If Iran tries to divert the funds, we'll take action and we'll lock them up again. I also want to be clear. This is not a payment of any kind. It's not ransom. These aren't U.S. taxpayer dollars. And we haven't lifted a single one of our sanctions on Iran. Iran will be getting no sanctions relief.
While indeed a joyous day for the prisoners' families, critics worry that additional foreigners may be arrested in the future and used by Tehran as bargaining chips, given that it still holds American citizens. The fear is that such a swap will only encourage more hostage-taking, as tensions between the U.S. and Iran are almost certain to remain high.